Hi everyone, welcome again to Dwayne's Finance and Upliftment Lifestyle channel. If you have not yet subscribed, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and press the like button if you like this video, and leave a comment and I will reply to your comments. Today I will be talking about my experience getting jobs here in Canada, and this is just my experience. I'm not an immigration consultant, or I'm just basically informing persons of my experience here in Canada, what I went through after completing my studies, and hopefully this information will be beneficial to other persons who have intentions of coming to Canada and transitioning to worker status or transitioning to permanent residence. So some of the in-demand jobs here in Canada are web developers, nurses, accountants, human resource personnel. I flew from Halifax to Goose Bay, and started working initially as a teacher, but the process to start working as a teacher, you have to be certified or you have to have some certification. And as I mentioned before, I didn't really have my official work permit in hand as yet, but I was under implied status, so I could start working until I get the official work permit in hand, which was maybe about a week or two. So they were really interested in me, and I went over to Labrador and started the position. But before I was able to start the position, I had to get some sort of certification, teacher certification. So I had to apply to the board that deals with teacher certification in Newfoundland and Labrador, and I got a substitute teacher license. And because I also have a postgraduate work permit, postgraduate diploma in science education. So I went over there to teach. So I got through for the substitute teacher license and started teaching. But when I officially got my postgraduate work permit in hand, there was some conditions outlined, and because of those conditions I wasn't able to continue working as a teacher. Now there might be some teachers who are considering to come to Canada to work, but it's a process. I would encourage persons who are teachers and thinking of coming to Canada to work as a teacher, that they should go on the research, do their research, go on the websites for the various provinces, the teaching boards, where you can apply for teacher certification. So based on my personal experience, because I was trying to get into the teaching here in Alberta, when you apply, they assess your credentials. So there's a body that is responsible for assessing credentials and giving out teacher certifications to persons. And there are different categories. So you have the internet for internationals, and you have for locals. So what they basically do, they assess your credentials based on their system here. So it has to be similar or more in terms of the number of courses or that you have completed. So if it is not matching up to their standards here, then you will not be successful for the teacher certification. Chances are you will get through if you have a teaching degree. That is, if you have completed a 4-year or 3-year degree as a teacher, and they look at your transcript and they assess it based on their programs here. So if you say you completed a teaching degree in Jamaica, for instance, a 4-year teaching degree, chances are you will get through for a teacher certification here in Alberta. If you might be missing a course or two, then you will have to do those courses in order to be approved for the teacher certification here in Alberta. So based on my experience, because I did a postgraduate diploma in education, it wasn't matching up to their degree programs here, and you would have to probably do courses or extra courses in order to meet the requirement here in order to be approved for the teacher certification here in Canada, in order for you to teach here in Alberta. So that was a challenge. So I decided that I wasn't going to, continue further in getting those courses done, because it would be like you'd have to sign up with one of those fast track programs with one of the universities, like University of Calgary or probably University of Alberta, to do the additional courses or to be successful for the fast track program, and then they will, in order for you to meet the requirement for the teacher certification. So I encourage persons who are teachers and are thinking of coming to Canada to go to the various websites in the province that deals with teacher certification and get the information there. So I decided that I was going to continue to search for jobs in my field, and I was successful in getting jobs at food companies because I have qualifications and I completed the food safety program. So the food safety program, it's a very good program, and there are a number of jobs that you can get as a quality assurance person in the food industries. So that can be considered as a in-demand job, because there are many industries, food industries here in Alberta and other provinces such as BC as well. There are a number of food industries in Ontario as well, but as I said, it's very, very competitive in Ontario, and the salary tends to be a bit higher for quality assurance persons working in food industries in Alberta compared to Ontario. So some of the other in-demand jobs, if you're looking to come over as a nurse, nurses There are a lot of nurses working here in the country, and seeing all that is going on with the pandemic right now, that is definitely an in-demand job that persons can consider. Um, Accountants, if you have your CPA certification, that would definitely be an asset. Project manager is another good area which is in demand and pays well. So if you have your certifications in project management, that's a good area that you can venture into as well. Technology jobs, very good area to venture into as well, and it's also an in-demand job. Pharmacists are well paid, and that is also an in-demand job here as well. But as I mentioned, you have to get your certification here in Canada in order to work in that area. Some of the other jobs that are in demand as well, like for example in the oil and gas industry, if you have your red seal, that definitely can prove to be an asset in terms of getting jobs in oil and gas industries, or in, you know, in those electrical engineering, electrical fields. If you have your red seal, that will definitely prove to be an asset. You'll be very marketable. If you have your red seal, you can definitely get jobs in these areas. Human resource managers as well, that is a good area to go into. Social workers, persons working in mental health. So if you have degrees in psychology, that's a good area you can go into. Or if you have a degree in social work, that's a good area you can go into as well. And as I said, like, you have to have your certifications in these areas. But it is possible to get your certification. You can apply to the various boards to do your certifications in these areas, such as social workers. So those are just a few of, or just some of the in-demand jobs that you can look into if you're coming to Canada. And software engineering, web developers, these are some other areas that you can consider as well. But based on my experience, it can be a challenge at first. Sometimes you have to start at a lower job and work yourself up. But over time, and getting some much needed experience working here, getting so much needed experience working in your field, that can prove to be an asset as well, because Canadian employers, they definitely look for persons who have experience working here in Canada, especially in your area of specialty. So those are just some of the things to look out for. And if you like this video, I invite you to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. And thank you so much, YouTube family, for tuning in to another episode of Dwayne's Finance and Upliftment Lifestyle channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and leave a comment. And tune in next time, and thanks again. Blessings.